Hi everybody, and welcome to Zelda World's walkthrough of The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. I'm your host, DodongoBomber, and I'm going to be taking you through Twilight Princess 100%. In case you haven't noticed already by the flippedness, this is the GameCube version of Twilight Princess. If you play the Wii version, you'll know it looks all backwards. I'm not going to get into the details of that, but basically, this is the first version I played, so I feel more comfortable with it. And also, most Twilight Princess walkthroughs I've seen are done on the Wii version, so I thought it'd be a good thing to have a GameCube version for one of the walkthroughs online. So that's why I just let this intro play out so I could just, go over the basic stuff. Yeah, I'm going to be uploading this a couple a week at least. I mean, it just depends on how fast I record them. I am doing this post-commentary, of course. I can never do 100% and commentary at the same time. That would just be awful. But anyway, yeah. A wolf randomly appeared there. I wonder what that is. Well, we'll find out in due time. This is The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, and I welcome you guys. So let's get started. For the sake of the game, we're going to be naming our character Link. And of course, we're going to be naming our horse Epona as well. Okay, so now we have a cutscene by Spring. The Spring will come into importance a bit later, but we'll get into that later, obviously. We have two characters sitting here. The one on the left, his name is Russell. Russell, I don't really know how to pronounce it, but he acts as Link's mentor in the game. Look at him with his weird facial hair. Yeah, as you can see, he's carrying a sword. He's the local swordsman of Ordon, which is your village, basically. And here is Link, our hero. He looks a bit older than he did in Wind Waker, obviously, and he looks older than Ocarina of Time Link as well. Speculation says he's about like 15, 16, 17 or so in this game, I think. Probably around 17 a bit or older, I guess. But anyway, what Russell's talking about right now is every year, Ordon, they bring a gift to the royal family of Hyrule, and this year he wants Link to do it for him, because Link's never been to Hyrule. So that sort of sets off the adventure right away. We already have a task ahead of us, but we're not going to be leaving just yet. Of course, it's, late in the day. You wouldn't want to leave now anyway. Now here's what I want to talk about: the music. If you listen to this track right now, I mean, this game just has amazing music. I mean, it really fits the mood perfectly. And of course, right there is Link's horse Epona, carrying some wood for fire, I'm guessing. Never really explained that. You never see her with any wood in her back any other way. And Russell locks the gate. We're not getting back through there anytime soon, I guess. Now, as you can see right there, there's another spring. It seems similar to the one that Link and Russell were just sitting at. Again, the springs will come into importance a bit later. Okay, so now he waves goodbye, and he walks off with his wife and kid. His kid's name is Colin, and his wife's name is Yuli. She's pregnant with another child, as you can see by her larger belly, I guess. Now, Colin sort of looks up to Link, as you can tell right there. He's sort of smiling off at him. He even looks very similar to Link. Some people speculate that they did that on purpose. I don't really know about that. But here we have another new character. It looks like it's a girl, and she takes Epona. Why would she do that? I don't know. Anyway, we have yet another new character. This guy's name is Fado. He owns the ranch of Ordon. They actually herd goats. He's sort of Link's boss. He's the ranch owner. But if you look closely there on Link's house, you can see there's actually those are actually some goat horns. It's kind of weird. They're connected in the top. They're like make a loop. But basically, he needs Link's help to herd the goats in, since it is getting late in the day. And then he wonders, well, Epona's gone. Where is she? So that's our first task. We have to go and get Epona, and we can finally take control of Link in his raggedy clothes. I don't know really why they gave him clothes like that, but I guess it sort of makes sense. I mean, like, his right arm's bare, but his left arm has the green thing on, because that's that's the arm where he has his sword. So, assuming he were to hold a shield in the other arm, then that arm, his left, would be sort of protected. I don't know. I'm just rambling. So you go into the spring here, and you see the mysterious girl who walked off with Epona. Another great cutscene. I love how the sand depresses when Link steps on it. It's really cool effects, especially for GameCube graphics. Now, anyway, here is Ilia. That has kind of a weird name, I guess, but she sort of is Link's, I guess you could say, unofficial girlfriend. They don't really date or anything, but you know, you can definitely tell there's some strong feelings between them. And she also happens to like Link's horse a lot, which kind of gets annoying, actually. You know, she thinks she owns Epona. So if you talk to her, she'll say Epona's a girl, so we know that Epona's a girl in this game. And then she asks you to play a song on the grass here, and it's conveniently shaped like a horseshoe. Basically, when you play this song that Epona likes, it's Epona's song. If you listen closely there, she'll come running to you no matter where you are in the overworld. Epona will run to you, and it's a lot easier than trying to go find her or something. So you can talk to Ilia, and she just says now that she's all pretty up, you can go work at the ranch, which will get her dirty again. But no big deal. Alright, the horse control is just like it did in Ocarina of Time, except it's a lot easier, I guess you could say that. You know, instead of having carrots at the bottom, though, you have like whip cracks. That's what it looks like, at least. I'm not really sure. But now we enter the sort of the training ground for this game, Ordon Village, and this is actually one of my favorite spots to go in the game and just chill when there's nothing else to do. Ordon Village, it's sort of almost like separated from the rest of the areas in the game, but it serves as a nice small area to get you used to the basic playing mechanics of this game, and I like it a lot. It's really fun. It made me fall in love with this game the morning after I got it. So here we have the shop owner of Ordon Village, Sarah, standing here with her husband, I think his name is Hanch, and her daughter Beth. They're talking about a monkey who has been harassing the village, and then Beth asks Hanch, you know, can't you catch a monkey, Dad? And he goes, oh, well, no, I can't. It's just kind of funny. He has really funny dialogue in this game. So you walk over here, and here's Russell and his family again. He's practicing his cool sword moves. And he's talking about how Colin made a fishing rod, and it'll be ready tomorrow, so we'll keep that logged away, I guess, right now. We'll have to remember that later. And then Colin tells us the same thing. He's going to have his fishing rod ready for you tomorrow. So, we have one last character standing outside. And this is the mayor of Ordon. His name is Bo. And, yeah, but as his name suggests, he is the mayor. And he sort of is like a father figure to everyone in the village. He's a good guy, we can put it that way. He also has some funny moments in the game. So now you want to head up and you go into this area. This is Ordon Ranch, and really nice panning shot right here showing the whole place. Like I said, the atmosphere of Ordon Village is great. So as you can see, those goats with the odd circular horns are here. And you can run up and talk to Fido. Sorry to hurry over here, Link. So, apparently the goats never listen to Fido because they never do the whole game. He always asks for your help, but it's kind of funny. So, here we go. We have to herd them into the barn. Now, what you do for this is you want to sort of lead them in bulk towards the to the ranch or like the farmhouse or whatever. I'm not really following my own strategy right here as I'm talking, but so I think I sort of remembered it later. But yeah, you want to sort of go around the edge where this path in the ground is and go back and forth and then herd them in. But with this first time doing it, there's only 10 goats. It's not a big deal. You can just get them 2 at a time or so and get it really quickly. Yeah, I start to go around here, and yeah, you sort of just kind of edge them closer. Then you want to push A to whoop, as it says in the bottom, whoop, and then you can go and get them into the ranch pretty easily. Simple task. My brother had a lot of trouble with it though the first time he played. It's kind of funny. Alright, one more, and we're done. So he's much obliged to us, so That made us feel good. We did a nice task for Fado. So he asked you if you want to practice with the fences and get more practice with your horse. And again, it is much easier than Ocarina of Time. I can barely jump fences in Ocarina of Time. But yeah, you can go around a couple times and just get used to riding Epona. But I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna head back to the village. Of course, I don't want to waste time in here. Anyway, I will see you guys in the next video when we continue through Ordon Village. Bye for now.